Roll camera. And welcome back to Showcase Live. I am here, Dave Shellbetter, the antagonist, causing problems for the sports fans. And oh, by the way, hey Ralph, roll tide, brother. Okay, welcome back to Showcase Live. We're broadcasting live from the 2019 DeLand Sport Aviation Showcase. We've been with you the last couple days. We still got a few hours left in our event today. It's been a great success. What I'm hearing from our vendors is people are buying airplanes. They're selling airplanes. People are happy. Things are good. And I have a very special guest, though, because, we couldn't do this without the support of our sponsors and our local people that are helping make it happen. And I'm very happy to introduce everybody to it. My brand new friend. We've known each other for a whopping 48 hours.
One of my best friends now.
So now this is Georgia from Alabama living in Florida promoting Volusia.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Georgia Turner. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm so glad y'all are here. I really, really am. And War Eagle, because some of my friends here that I've met are Alabama fans, and I just had to get a big War Eagle in there today. And
We are just antagonizing everybody today. I knew this was going to be a fun interview. So Georgia, you're here representing the county tourism, Volusia, West Volusia Tourism Council?
Yes, we're the West Volusia Tourism Advertising Authority. We actually have 3 tourism advertising authorities in our area, so we work really closely with Daytona Beach, which is in our county, and New Smyrna, which is in our county, and then we have all the good stuff. We have the 14 communities that are here on the western part of the county. So we go from Bill Pearson, where all the fern growers are, down to Enterprise, which is part of the area, and then DeLand, where you are, and where we are right now, is our centerpiece. The top main streets in the country, named actually the top main street in the country a couple of years ago because of all the great things that are there. And we have 3 state parks, a national wildlife refuge.
Wow.
We've got a lot of really interesting things over here. So including Skydive DeLand, which is really one of our biggest attractions, one of the top drop zones in the world. So that's really put DeLand on the map. Sometimes when we tell people that's where we're from, they go, "Oh, Skydive DeLand, we love it." So this has really been a natural for us. So glad to have all these folks here in town today at our fantastic airport.
Well, and that's a good segue. Now, you guys are sponsors of the Showcase, and thank you very much. We couldn't do it without sponsors like you. How does Showcase influence what happens here in Volusia County?
Well, a lot of what we try to do is to bring people to the area to stay in our hotel rooms, because that's how we're funded with our tourism tax. So we love events like this that bring people from all over the world. I mean, I've met, just within the last couple of days, I've met people from Ireland, I've met a couple of people from Pennsylvania, I've met people from Texas, and then of course you've got all the vendors that are here and, staying in our hotel rooms, eating at our fantastic restaurants in downtown DeLand or whatever they're doing, buying gas, everything that they do here. So that really, really is a big, big boost for us, because that's what we are trying to do, is to get people to come and stay in our hotel rooms, but also to get people to come here to find out how great the area is and to come back. And that really tends to happen. A couple of folks that I talked to from Marianna, Florida, a couple of days ago said, "Now we never knew about DeLand until the Aviation Showcase, and now we come back 3 or 4 times a year."
Wow,
So
that's
really what we're trying to do. Anything that we can get the word out on a national, international level, like this wonderful event, that's one of the things we're trying to do.
Well, you made a comment earlier when you were talking about the things. You said you've got 3 state parks, 2
We
state
do.
parks?
3.
3 state parks.
Yeah.
Now, my better half and I are RVers. We did a nice big fifth wheel, and we like to go RVing. Tell me about your state parks and what somebody might come in. But what are your state parks, and what are the attractions of them?
We have 3 pretty cool, completely different state parks.
Okay.
One of them is the Blue Springs State Park, which is an IT refuge. This time of year, they close down the park for swimming and for everything else, and as many as 400 to 500 manatees a day come in from the St. Johns River, because it's when it gets cold, they come into the 72-degree spring and make that their winter home. So from November 15th until around April 15th or so, you can go out to Blue Springs State Park and see tons of manatees in that spring. and there's just really nothing like it. So, and then in the summertime you can swim in the spring, so that's kind of cool too. Then we have DeLand Springs State Park, just like named after Ponce de Leon, that is has a pancake place that's been open there since 1961, where you come in and there's griddles on the table and you cook your own pancakes at the table.
Oh, cool.
And now we've got 3-4 generations of people that have been coming out there doing that.
Wow.
We're only about 30 minutes from Orlando, so Orlando considers those two state parks as their state parks. So a lot of people from all over the world come to our two state parks too to see the manatees and cook pancakes. So kind of an odd combination. You don't hear that both in one sentence a lot of times. Those are the two big state parks, and then we also have Huntoon Island State Park, with a little ferry from across the river into the state park. So it's cool. And we have a national wildlife refuge, Lake Woodruff National Wildlife Refuge. So just all kinds of really, really cool outdoor ecotourism kind of things. We've got 6 tour boats that can take you out at different points in the region that can take you out on the river, and you can see alligators and 200 different kinds of birds and turtles and manatees and that kind of thing. So that's the good part about our area, is there's an opportunity for you to get out on our beautiful St. Johns River in a lot of ways. That's actually, somebody will tell you what you're doing. You're just not getting in a boat and going out there.
Going out and cruising the river and
show you where to find cool things and what to see.
Yeah, and instead of getting out there like the weekend warriors and destroying the natural habitats, you've got people protecting them and showing people how to take care of them. So now, if somebody's not quite as into the outdoors as I am, I love scuba diving and snorkeling, and the manatee idea is great. I'm going to have to do that. And I'm assuming, given you have springs, they do tubing and stuff as well?
Yes, we do. And you also, if you're certified, you can dive into Blue Spring. So that's really a cool thing too.
I'm gonna actually have to talk to you because I've got an ROV, basically an underwater drone that a lot of people won't let me run in the state parks and stuff because we don't let toys. But we'll talk after we get off the interview. Maybe we can do you guys some tourism shots of your springs and get a chance to do something I don't normally do. Okay, so you got people, so that's great for the nature lovers and the people who want to get back and tube and kayak and manatee and everything. What about for the people that want to come here for other reasons? What's your other tourism draws to the county?
Well, you've probably seen the name Stetson here a lot because...
Well, that's a hat, right?
Yes, John Stetson, who was the hat maker, the famous hat maker. The university here is named after him, but he also had a winter home here, a luxury winter home that's open to the public. It's a private home, but it's open to the public from November 15th through January 15th. It's what we call the Christmas Spectacular, over-the-top, unbelievably beautiful, Christmas decorated mansion that's open for 2 months, and it brings about 10 to 50,000 people into the town. Wow. So it's amazing. That's one of the really cool things to see. But also our downtown, where you can shop, you can eat. We have 15 restaurants just in downtown DeLand. So we've, just a great cultural place. We have 2 museums that are in downtown, the 2 campuses of a museum of art, DeLand. So there's not a shortage of anything to do. So, and Stetson even has like a mineral and gem museum. So Stetson itself has 3 or 4 small museums and 18 sports. So you can come and watch everything from football to soccer to baseball to beach volleyball. We had one of the best beach volleyball teams in the country. So there's never a shortage of things to do here. Next weekend alone, we did a lot for downtown DeLand. Main Street DeLand closes down the whole entire street there for several blocks, and it becomes a big art festival that brings in 6 to 10,000 people. Nice. Bike week during Daytona Beach, we have 40,000 people that come over and park their motorcycles on Main Street and enjoy the drinking and eating and being merry.
And then when Daytona's not shut down for Bike Week, Daytona's still one of the few places you can drive on the beach.
Yeah, and we work real closely with Daytona and New Smyrna, as you can imagine. That whole 40-something miles of beach there, you can still drive on different parts, but then there's parts that are available for families or somebody that doesn't want to drive on the beach. There's a lot of oceanfront parks now, which is great. So lucky to be 30 minutes from Daytona Beach and New Smyrna Beach, 30 minutes from Orlando. Great location. So that's what we've got going for us here.
Well, now this is the 4th year of Showcase, and it's my 3rd year volunteering, and I was shocked to find, I just learned this year that we are 30 minutes from Daytona and 30 minutes from Orlando. I don't know why I was thinking DeLand was way further removed than it is, but it is kind of centrally located among all the big things.
Right.
Now, so what else does the advertising
Yeah.
committee? What do you, I'm sorry.
We're the West Volusia Tourism Advertising Office.
Advertising.
And a lot of what I'm trying to do, I've been here for 3 years, and what I'm trying to do is put our area on the map. Same kind of way. When you go somewhere and tell people I'm from DeLand, they might not know what that is, but then they've heard of Skydive DeLand. They may have heard of the manatees. They may have heard of this and that. So basically, we're trying to work with folks like you to get our word out and to show all of these really, really cool things that you can do when you come into an area like ours. Plus, be that close to, 2 major attractions, being the beach and the theme parks, and all those fun things are within a close, just a little bit of a drive from us.
Great. Well, now we're kind of wrapping up here, running out of our allotted time. Is there anything you want to add before we get going?
Well, I would love to give my website for
Please,
people
please.
to go check out. It's www.visitwestvolusia.com.
I want you to
So
spell that.
Volusia, I was going to say, I better spell Volusia, and don't ask me what Volusia means because there's a lot of different thoughts of what it is. But anyway, it's V as in victory, OLUSIA.com.
Okay,
So visit westvolusia.com. And we're also really big on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, so you can look for us there too. And see all the great things, because I'm sure we're going to have some photos of manatees. After we're done with this interview, I'm going to show you what that looks like. It almost looks like you could walk across the spring to see all those manatees. 400 to 500 manatees in one place, can't beat it. And this is the time of the year to come see it.
Now, see, we had April and I just booked a Thanksgiving weekend trip. We're going to go up to the Crystal River area, just because she has family up there. So we're going to go up and do family Thanksgiving Day. But we've booked a snorkel with manatees up in that area. But looks like we're going to have to put West Volusia on our places to go, since I'm real big in Sun and Fun. I do Sun and Fun radio, and my camper lives at Sun and Fun, which is nice because we can do weekend trips to places like this at our side. I mean, we're only an hour and a half from Lakeland here. So it's a place. We'll definitely be putting it on the list of places to go for sure. But Georgia, thank you so much, and it's such a pleasure to get to know you. I'm sad we haven't gotten to know each other a couple years back when we started doing this. But for Showcase Live, I'm Dave Shellbetter. We are broadcasting live from the 2019 DeLand Sport Aviation Showcase. We've still got more to go today, so stay tuned because we'll be back with you soon. Roy, take us out.